Hello everyone, this is Rebecca Kokendorfer with Homeschool.com. Today we're talking about homeschooling the special needs teen, and I have a secret for you. So as many of you may know, I homeschooled all the way through, from preschool all the way up through our fabulous homeschool graduation, and one of my 3 children is a special needs student. He has macular degeneration, so he's legally blind, and he also has Asperger's, which puts him on the autism spectrum. So here is the secret, and I really want you to listen to me on this and to believe me about this, okay? Because I did it. I've been where you are, and my son is now in his 20s, so I'm speaking from not only my own experience, but as the founder of Homeschool.com, working with so many other families who have special needs students. So here is the secret. Are you ready? The secret is that homeschooling your special needs student is the same as homeschooling your other students, your other children. So let me reverse that, and that might make it easier for you to hear. Homeschooling your other children is the same as homeschooling your special needs student. And why is that? It's because all students, all children have special needs. All children, all students are differently abled. And I really do like that phrase, differently abled, because I don't want my son or your children thinking of themselves as disabled. It really is kind of a different head shift on that, because really all of our children are differently abled, right? They all have different strengths, different weaknesses, different interests. So as you are coming on, if you are on the live broadcast today, would you write something in the comment line so that I can see you there and I can say hi to you? So here is why it's, whether you have a homeschooled special needs teen or you have a regular, normal homeschooled teen, here's why it's the same. Because you, as the homeschooling parent, the homeschooling teacher, you are customizing your children's interests as you go. You are always thinking about their strengths, their talents, their interests, and you are customizing your curriculum to help them shine and to develop those strengths into something that they can use later on in life. So that's why, whether it's my blind son or my autistic son or my other 2 daughters, I was always thinking about, okay, what type of curriculum, what type of notebook will work best for them? Is it a workbook? Is it writing? Is it touching? Is it moving? Is it listening? So you're always going to be customizing your educational experience based on your children's abilities and different abilities. I also want to pass on some advice. I had a chance to meet and interview the great Temple Grandin last fall. And if you have a child who is on the autism spectrum, you probably know who she is. And I got to tell you, she is just as great in person as she is in her books and the movies about her. Oh my gosh, she's just so wonderful. I fell in love with her instantly. So I asked her, I said, okay, what's your advice for homeschooling, the special needs teen? And her big secret, her big advice is that they should have 3 out-of-the-home work experiences by the time they graduate from high school. And I must say, I didn't do that, and I regret it. So I feel like, if life had a rewind button, I would do better on that, because sometimes it's so easy, especially these kids who are on the spectrum, and this is Autism Month, right? Autism Awareness Month. So especially for those kids on the spectrum, it's easy to, have them at home or to have them always engaged in these kind of fix what's wrong with you type of exercises. So I really think that Temple Grandin is right on this, and I would do that. And even my son, as he's older now in his 20s, I think that his adult life would be easier if he had more out-of-the-house work experience. So another secret for homeschooling the special needs teen is that I like that goal. Maybe make that your goal too. 3 work experiences out of the home by the time they graduate from high school. And that will really help build those social skills too, and that social confidence. There are so many advantages to homeschooling the differently abled student. Like, for example, many of the doctors that my son has worked with, now in his 20s, they say, boy, it's really unusual that he hasn't been traumatized or wasn't bullied when he is growing up, that his heart is intact. And I think that was because we were homeschooling. So it was always a very positive environment. What are your interests? What are your hobbies? So I would love to have you, have that same beautiful experience for your special needs student and for your other students as well. I have another source for you too that I think you'll really like. Have you seen that book, The Spark? A Mother's Story of Nurturing Genius? So her son, when he was in preschool, was told that he was so autistic he was never going to be able to even tie his shoelaces. And in the beginning, she really listened to the expert advice, and she regretted it. She said that they were spending all their time, working at tables, having him do all these really, really difficult activities, and nobody was having any fun. So she decided that she was going to kind of keep her eyes open for that spark that her son showed. And even her son's other special, differently abled students that would come to visit, she always kept her eyes open for what seemed to be a spark for them. So, for example, there was an autistic teen girl who would come to her house, and that girl would open up all the kitchen counters. And she paid attention to that, and she thought, maybe that girl would like to cook. So with a lot of patience and a lot of love, she helped the girl learn how to become a baker. And then that teen went on to work in a bakery and to feel really good about herself creating these beautiful pastries. And her son, I don't want to wreck it for you, but as the son became a teen, you can watch his TED Talk. So Google Christine Barnett and her son, and you can watch his wonderful TED Talk. And turns out that he is, a big genius in the world today, kind of on an Einstein level. So I think that you will really like this book. I think that you'll find it very inspiring. It was a page turner. I've already read it twice, and I can tell that it's time for me to read it a third time, because you know how it is when you're kind of in the trenches. Sometimes you get in the weeds and you need something to encourage you. So that's my third secret for you too in homeschooling is, you're in for a marathon. So you have to take really, really good care of yourself, because you will make different decisions, better decisions. You'll enjoy the process so much more if your tank is full. Because when your tank gets low, it's hard to enjoy yourself and to think as clearly and to be your best. So you have to make sure that you are getting away, that you're exercising, that you're eating healthy, that you're taking really, really good care of yourself, because we are warrior moms, right? I know I don't like the idea of warrior like we're in a battle, but I do like the idea that we are so looking out for our children's interests. And sometimes those special needs kids, they need us to be a little bit of warriors, to get them the services that they need, to hold the space for them, because we see all of their beautiful possibilities. And sometimes when they are in the weeds, they can't quite see their beautiful possibilities. So we have to hold that space and that vision for them and for the rest of the world too. Because it's so true that we see what we expect to see. Have you ever done that experiment where you buy a brand new car, and let's say it's a white car, it's a white minivan, and suddenly you see white minivans everywhere? Well, they were there all the time, but your eyes weren't open to them. So here's the next secret too. Your eyes are going to be open to possibilities, to all the beauty in homeschooling your teen in those teen years. All you're going to be looking for, financial abundance, health abundance, opportunity abundance, job abundance, friend abundance. Your eyes are really going to be open to that nudge to get you to act, to tell you that, oh, this is something really important. This is something beautiful. So you must take very good care of yourself so that you can go the distance. Now, if there are any of you who are on the live, please write something in the comment line. Write your name so that I can say hi to you. And if you're listening to the recording, I am thinking of you. I am so excited for what you're doing in your homeschool. I think that homeschooling my son was one of the best decisions that we ever made. Honestly, he has grown up so whole. He's such a good person, and he's not damaged the way that a lot of the other kids who have kind of negative classroom experiences are. Now, that's not to say, of course, that every special needs student in the public school setting or the group school setting is having a negative experience. And that's another secret for you too, is that I loved homeschooling and that was the best fit for my son and our children. But I want you to have the courage to find the setting that works best for your child, for your children, no matter what it might be. Remember, because you get to be your own beautiful best. Everybody is different, and you don't have to have this cookie cutter educational experience. We have Waldorf, we have Montessori, we have homeschooling, we have charter schools, we have all these different kinds of educational opportunities available to us, especially in the United States. So take advantage of those. Be brave. Find the educational setting that works best for your child and for your family. I hope this information is helpful to you. I'm sending you so much love, and I want you to have a beautiful, happy homeschooling experience. This is Rebecca Kokendorfer with Homeschool.com, wishing you all the best, and I look forward to speaking with you some more on this very important topic. Bye.